starting on page 1. Certainly, they're ready. So I won't say them all. Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupa Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sarvitam Savadhutam Vaijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanyatamscha. Page 1. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayani Namine Shri Krishna Lila Kathane Sudaksham Ardhaya Madhuya Gunishchayakam Varamvarenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanantam Sirasa Namami Ramninam Bhakti Shiraminancha Shri Krishna Padabja Jitakaridi Chaitanya Lilamrita Sarasaram Narayanam Tam Satatam Prapadye Namo Vishnupadaya Keshava Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Vamaniti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Deshaparine Namo Vishnupadaya Acharya Singharupine Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshavayiti Namine Atimacha Charitraya Swashita Nanshatarine Jivaduti Sarata Shri Nama Premadayine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Bharshabhanavi Devi Daitaya Kripade Krishna Sambandha Vigyana Daine Prabhavena Madhurajvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhaktita Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostite Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dhinatayine Rupanuga Viruddhapa Siddhanta Dhantaharine Namo Gaura Kisharaya Sakshar Vairagya Murte Vipralambana Sambhade Padambujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Surupaya Rupanuga Virayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestam Nirdheshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannathayate Namaha Vanchakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurachise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Siti Devi Harinama Priya Jayatam Surata Pangor Mama Mandar Madhikati Mansarva Svapadam Bojo Radha Madana Mohana Devya Vrindaranya Kalpajamadha Shima Ratnagara Singhasarasta Shri Shri Radha Shila Govinda Deva Prastarlevi Sevamanuswarami Shri Madrasarasarabhi Vangsi Vatha Tathastita Karshan Venusanir Gopi Gopinath Shri Sada
Shri Vrindaye Tulasi Devaye Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Pradidevi Satyavataye Namo Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupasarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktatyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Shri Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
I'm not sure if it's an older edition, it could be different. If it is, you look it up in the back, Harina Matula. It's 180 in this small thin book.
180 in the old book too.
Right.
This one. The thin book I hear is the same, it's just thinner pages.
Oh wow, pages are thin. That's incredible. Is that in the night, right? Oh, he's so grateful for that.
स्वरूपा हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा केशरी मार्धना ब्रह्मा विमोहना सुरपति धर्पा विनाशा आर्षा पार्तना गोपी विमोहना जमुना पुलिना विलासी हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा राधिका रंजना रस रसायना राधा कुंदा कुंदा विहारी राधिका रंजना रस रसायना राधा कुंदा कुंजा विहारी राम कृष्ण हरि माधव नरहरि मत्स्य गाने अवतारी राम कृष्ण हरि माधव नरहरि मत्स्य गाने अवतारा हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा हरि नाम तुआ गोविंदा वामना श्रीमधुसूदना यादवा चंद्रा वनामाली गोविंदा श्रीमधुसूदना यादव चंद्रा वनामाली अकालिया शांतना गोकुला रंजना राधा भजना सुख शाली कालिया शांतना गोकुला रंजना राधा भजना सुख साई हरि नाम तुआ अनेक स्वरूपा
anointed forms. You are the darling son of Mother Yasoda, and you increase the bliss of Gokul. You are the beloved son of Nanda Maharaj, and you are a deep well of ras. You are the slayer of the witch Putana, the killer of the demon Trinavarta, the destroyer of the demon Shakata, the cart demon, and the protector of the cows. You are the player of the flute and the subduer of the demons Agasura and Bakasura, and the lifter of Govardhan Hill and a cowherd boy. You are the vanquisher of the demon Keshi, you bewilder Lord Brahma, and you destroy the pride of the king of the demigods, Lord Indra. You are the killer of the demon Arista, the enchanter of the gopis, and the performer of the playful pastimes on the banks of the Jamuna river. You are the delight of Srimati Radhika. You are he who brings the elixir of life to the Ras dance, and you are the enjoyer of the pastimes in the kunjas at Radha Kund. You are the reservoir of pleasure, the all-attractive one, the remover of inauspiciousness, the husband of the god of fortune, the half-man, half-lion incarnation known as Nishinhadev, and the source of all other incarnations, beginning with the fish, Matsya. You are the protector of the cows, the dwarf Brahmana incarnation, the slayer of the demon Madhu and the moon of the Yadu dynasty, and he who wears beautiful garlands of fresh forest flowers. You are the punisher of the serpent Kaliya, and the delighter of Gokul, and he who takes pleasure in worshipping and meditating on Srimati Radhika. Clasping the feet of Srila Rupa Goswami and Sri Sarup Damodar, understanding them to be his sole assets, Bhaktivinoda humbly begs, may my love and attachment for all these forms of the holy name, which have appeared by their own sweet will, ever increase. That's it for bhajans.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna
It's good on the,
We will all sing along.
We'll see. He likes that one.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna Hare
for your back.
Oh. You want me to?
He's been singing very long time.
Okay, so we go to 1 o'clock. So I can just start? Okay. Do you have Srimad Bhagavatam, Tapkans over there?
Yeah.
I think, 48 chapter.
48.
As it is. Haribol, Haribol. Om Kyanti Miranda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Guru Chandaya Radhikaya Tadamaya Krishna Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namo. First of all, offer my most respectful obeisances unto the Lotus feet of Guru Om Krishna Pad, Astam Devasata Shishima, Srila, Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj. Again, I offer my most respectful obeisances unto the Lotus feet of my sinless Shiksha Guru. Om Krishna Pad, Astam Devasata Shishima, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. And I offer my most respectful obeisances unto the Lotus feet of my Param Gurudevs, Nityanila, Vaishnava, Shri Astam Devasata Shishima. Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Nityanila Vishnu Vishnupada Sattva Shishman, Bhakti Vikyan Keshav Maharaj, and I offer my most respectful obeisances unto all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavas. So, nice to see all of you. Some of you were here on Friday night, right? Okay. So today, I want to speak from the Bhagavad Gita, as it is, and specifically I want to speak from the 12th chapter, which is called Devotional Service. So Krishna, he has explained to Arjuna the essence in 2nd chapter. 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga, we explain how we should perform our duties, but at the same time, while performing our everyday duties in the world, that we should be detached. Detached means that we should understand that ultimately everything is for the pleasure of Krishna. It is like Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga. It's very similar in that there's a mood of detachment. But in Karma Yoga, one is detached because it's their duty to do so. You have that, Bhagavatam?
No, we don't.
You don't?
We have only up to like chapter 33. I can't find the last part.
Okay. There's a part,
Yeah, chapter
um,
on the phone?
yeah,
Okay.
find on the phone for me,
Of course.
where Krishna is speaking with Uddhav. And he's speaking about the love and the attachment of the gopis. So, in third chapter, then it's explained that Karma Yoga explained that we should perform our duties in life, but we should not be attached to the results. That in Karma Yoga, one offers the results to the Supreme, or they perform it out of duty, like that. That when we perform activities in this world, and we're very much attached to especially enjoying the results, then the reaction is that we become stressed. We have anxiety. In this world, there's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety because of attachment. So, but Krishna is telling Arjuna, you perform your duty, but don't be attached. Let me see which verse. 3:30. 3:30 is a good verse. Mahi savani kamani sanyas yatmachetasa nirasir nimamo budva yujasva vigatadvara. Therefore, Arjuna, surrendering all your works unto me, with full knowledge of me, without desire for profit, with no claims to proprietorship, and free from lethargy, fight. Who's coming here for a class for the first time? First time. Okay. So, Bhagavad Gita, the scene is that Krishna, he has his friend Arjuna, and Arjuna has to fight a battle. But on the other side are the cousins of Arjuna, his friends, so many well-wishers. But he's put in this situation where he has to fight. He sees everybody in the battlefield, and then he starts to weep. And he's not crying because he's afraid. He's not crying for himself. But because he's a devotee, his heart is soft. He's compassionate. And he's feeling sorry that for him having to fight, all these people are going to be killed. So out of compassion, he starts to cry. So then Krishna explains to him that don't worry, that you have to do your duty, and even though so many people will be killed, but in performing their duties, then they will be elevated. Because Arjuna gives reasons why he doesn't want to fight. He gives 5, 6 reasons. First is his heart is soft, compassion. He said, how can I just kill these people? The second reason is that he thinks that if I kill them, then I won't be able to enjoy life. I can't be happy because I would have killed my cousins. I would have killed his grandfather. I would have killed his guru was fighting on the other side. Said, so what is the point of living if all the people that I want to enjoy with are dead? What's the point? And if I die, then what's the point? Then he explained that if I fight and all these men are killed, then their wives will have nobody to take care of them.
Oh,
Hmm?
that's very nice.
Yeah, so nobody is there to take care. And what makes society go is the women class. The women. That they may not be so much in the forefront like the men, but actually they're the ones that really provide the stability for society. So if they're killed, if the men are killed, and there's nobody there to take care of the women, then society will be ruined. He says, so I should not fight. Then he says, also, if I fight, then you want me to kill my grandfather. He was brought up by his grandfather because his father died when he was young. So his grandfather was like his father. He said, you want me to kill my father? And then you have your material father and you have the spiritual father. Who's the spiritual father? The guru. His guru's name is Dronacharya. And by fate, his guru was on the other side. And he had to fight and said, you want me to kill my guru? He said, this is highly sinful. I don't want to do it. Then, but he knew what is Krishna's position. Who is Krishna? Hmm?
God.
God. Krishna is God. He knows that Krishna is God. So then his word is supreme. His order is supreme. So what will I do? So he doesn't know to do or not to do. To do or not to do. So then in the second chapter, he explains Kapanya Josopahata Swabhavaha Pitani Tondana Samudia Chetaha Jastration Nishitam Bruitame Sisyam Teham Sadimam. Hey! Sisyas Teham Sadimam Tram Prapanam. He said, I am confused. I don't know whether to go left or go right. I don't know what to do. His bow was slipping in his hands. Tears were flowing from his eyes. He said, in this condition, that I accept you as Guru. He knows that Krishna is God, but he also has a relationship with Krishna as a friend. But now, he says, I want to put aside this relationship as friend, not that putting it away completely, but I want to be prominent is the relationship that you're Guru. Now you tell me what to do. Then, based on this, now Krishna, he starts to give instructions. So, the second chapter, he gives instructions of the soul, that all your reasons for not fighting are based on the body, family, happiness, this and that, but you're not that. It's true, it's a reality, but there's a higher reality, that you're spiritual. He explains reincarnation, that when the body dies, the soul continues. Then, he explains, here in the third chapter, he's explained that you have to perform your duty. That, earlier he had explained that, as a Kshatriya, a warrior, then your duty is to protect the people. In a proper state, where the leader is righteous, the leader knows what is to be done, what is not to be done, then they don't engage in violence haphazardly. But when it's necessary to protect the people, then they do engage in violence, and those who are working under them, the military, the police, etc., then they do so under the guidance of a king who is saintly. The kings are called Rajashis, Rajarishis. Means that they're kings, but they're saints. That they're absorbed in their meditation. They're absorbed in their spiritual life. But because it's required, then they take this position of ruling over the people. And the last resort is violence. And that violence is there, chatraite. Chatraite means that it is there to protect the people. So, now, Arjuna, he's telling Arjuna that you have to do your duty as a Kshatriya. But doing your duty as a Kshatriya, then understand that you're working under the instruction of your guru. And now his guru, his ruler here is Krishna. He's accepting Krishna as his guru. Said, so Krishna, he tells him that there are different types of motivation in performing one's duty. Generally, when somebody performs their duty in the material world, they do so because they want to enjoy the fruits of the activity. In society today, we have millions of people bustling about. And what is the motivation? How can I enjoy? How can I bring happiness for my family? How can I bring happiness for extensions of myself? And this is based on the mode of passion. It is somewhat a selfish desire. And when one has this type of selfish desire, then attachment comes. So he said, first, you fight for this reason. But he's just testing him. Because there's another reason to fight. One is attachment, and the other one is detachment. Then he says, fight, but don't fight for your enjoyment, but fight because it is your duty. And you leave the results. You leave the results where? For the pleasure of Supreme. So this is called karma yoga. Karma is activity, but activity which is linking one with the Supreme. That you're doing your activity, but you're leaving the results. It's like somebody is working in a shop, and they take in maybe $5,000, but they take the $5,000 and they give it to the boss, and they just take their wage. Another day they may take in $2,000. Another day they may take in $10,000, but they're detached. They're just doing their duty and they're giving the results. So he's saying, you do your work like this. This is called karma yoga. But let me skip now to the topic of bhakti yoga. What is the difference between karma yoga and bhakti yoga? They're similar. And the similarity is that one is doing the work and they're leaving the result. But what is the motivation in karma yoga? What is the motivation in bhakti yoga? Who can tell me? Wait, no.
Duty and love.
Huh?
One is duty,
one is duty, one is love. This is the thing. The same person is working in the shop, and he's not an employer, or she's not an employer, but the shop belongs to the father and mother, to the parents. And that person is working and bringing in 5,000, 10,000, and giving it all to the parents out of love. This is the difference. That externally the same thing is going on, but one person is thinking three types. One is thinking, how will I enjoy? This is a lower level of karma yoga. How will I enjoy this? Then the higher level of karma yoga is that it is not mine. Let me give it to the owner and just take my little wage. And then the third, bhakti yoga, is that that they're doing it spontaneously out of love. You have that? It doesn't matter.
Was it the part where, like, Uddhav Gita, like, where he's like, or Krishna's directly talking to Uddhava? I'm having difficulty finding it. That's why.
Krishna is telling Uddhava, go to Braj.
Go to Oh, okay.
Gaccho, Gacho Brajam, Braja.
Perfect.
So now Krishna has been explaining through the 3rd chapter, 4th chapter, 5th chapter, Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, the process of knowledge. And those who do Gyan Yoga, this is different, that they tend to study the scriptures and meditate. And their goal is to realize the impersonal aspect of the Lord. That divinity, supreme, is a light. And many Gyanis, they want to merge and become one with the light. Okay? So, they want to become one with the light. So Krishna explains that process of merging with the Supreme. But then, skipping, in the 12th chapter, Arjuna says, you've explained the process of doing meditation and becoming one with the Supreme. And you've also explained the process of devotion. Said, which is best? To become one, to meditate and become one, or to become one, or to render devotional service? He asked this question. Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be more perfect? Those who are always properly engaged in devotional service, bhakti, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? And then Krishna says, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshiping me with great and transcendental faith are considered to me to be the most perfect. So he's saying that of all types of yogis, he said this in the end of the 6th chapter. You know the verse, 647? Apisa Vesham Ma Betena Grakmana Shradavan Bhajate Yomam Yogi Bhakta something Yuktaha. That person who's Yukta, who's linked with me through devotion, of all the different types, the Karma Yogi, the person who's doing activity, the Gyan Yogi, the person who wants to become one, wants to understand the impersonal aspect, and the Bhakti Yoga says the Bhakti Yogi that he is the best. He or she is the best. So, here again, he's saying that the devotee is the best of all. Says, those who worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all-pervading light, the inconceivable, the unchanging, fixed, and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth. They control their senses and become equally disposed to everyone. So basically, he says, especially here in the 5th verse, that process to realize the impersonal light, that is very, very difficult. That one has to sit in a very quiet place, not Miami. Very, very, in the forest, very quiet, very peaceful, on a mat. And you have to be completely undisturbed. Yesterday I just had some needles on me. I was doing acupuncture and I was freaking out, actually. But you have to sit in the forest, where on a deer skin, where there may be so many animals, etc., and go into meditation, close your eyes, and be completely unafraid. And neti, not negate the different material,
Not this, not that.
yeah, not this, not that. Negate the different material elements, and then come to that point of the self. And then have that self merge into the super self. Actually, this process, practically speaking, is not possible in this age of Kali Yuga. So, Krishna is saying that that process is way too difficult. You have some aspect where people do Hatha Yoga. What's the 4 limbs, first 4 limbs? Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam. So, Hatha Yoga, I think, is based mainly on this. But after that, there's Pratyahara, and what else?
Dhyana,
Dhyan,
Dharana, and Samadhi.
Samadhi.
and then ultimately ending in Samadhi. Process is very, very difficult. So Krishna is saying that it's better that you take to the path of devotion. That the path of devotion is much easier, and besides that, he says in verse 6, but those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me, and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service, and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pritha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Said that that person who is in spontaneous love, that they're engaged in devotional service with their body, mind, heart, 24 hours a day, without break, said that this is best. And what is the example? The example, the Brijbasis of Vrindavan, the residents of Vrindavan. That the residents of Vrindavan, whether they're the friends of Krishna, those who are in the parental mood, or the gopis, the ladies, young ladies in Vrindavan, that all of them, they've given their minds, their hearts completely to Krishna. I was explaining on Friday that Krishna, he left Vrindavan and he went to Mathura. And when he was in Mathura, the Brijbasis had given up their mind, their hearts, everything for Krishna. And Krishna left. So Krishna left, why didn't they die? If they'd given up everything in Krishna, and their hearts were with Krishna, and Krishna is gone, why were they still alive? Why do you think? Why are they still alive? Huh?
Krishna's everywhere.
Krishna is everywhere. That's true. And it's funny, because when he met them, like 60, 70 years later, he said, you know, I'm everywhere. I'm with you. They said, you rascal. Don't tell us that. We don't want to hear that. We're suffering. We wanted to see you in your personal form, not in that all-pervasive form. But they were keeping their lives. Why do you think?
Because
Huh?
their hearts.
Oh, you have your Tulsi beads.
Because he's come back.
Wait. Slow down. She knows.
Because he come back, he promised them, I'll be home shortly.
He promised. He gave them hope. That when Krishna left, he was crying, and they were crying. And Krishna promised, he said, I will come back. I will come back. I will come back. So the gopis were thinking that Krishna said he will come back. And if we leave our bodies, then that will cause so much pain to Krishna. So the fact that we're suffering, but still there's a hope that he will come back, then we'll take that suffering. But if we die, he'll feel so much pain, more pain, that he won't be able to see us ever again. We don't want him to undergo that kind of suffering. So they kept their lives. And he stayed in Mathura for how long? You know? Krishna's book?
I think it was 9 years.
15 years. He was in Vrindavan for like 11 years.
And then he list.
And then he stayed
From
for
16 to not to 25.
No, 15 years he stayed.
Okay.
He stayed 15 years. And the gopis were always in separation, but they're thinking he's only 12 miles away. That's how far it is from Mathura to Vrindavan. The border is just a step away. But from where they were, like 12 miles away. So there's hope that he'll come back. There's hope that he'll come back. And Krishna, he is in Mathura, and he's thinking and crying for the gopis. That Krishna, he says, Taman manaska mat prana, madate chapta deika, man eva daitam prestam atmanam manasagataha. He said that their minds are completely absorbed in me. Why I'm reading this is because here Krishna is saying the highest is that your mind and your heart should be completely absorbed in Krishna. He says, Tanman manaska mat prana, that their pran, their hearts, their lives, they've given to me. That they've given up all types of religiosity of this world. They've given up all types of Vedic social etiquettes only to give me happiness. He said, because they've given up everything for me, I'm maintaining them. I'm maintaining them. So, Krishna is saying that the highest love is where we have that spontaneous devotional service to him, where we give up all forms of selfishness, all forms of our own well-being, only for Krishna's happiness. So, Krishna stayed for 15 years in Mathura, and then after, he went to Dwarka. When he went to Dwarka, then the Brijvasis, then their desperation, it became even worse. Because he was only 12 miles away. Now, he's gone so many miles away to the other side of the continent. And then they thought, we'll never see him again. We'll never see. And their suffering became even more intense. But that external suffering means that internally there's a meeting which is going on, and that meeting is giving a pleasure. And that went on for 60, 70 years. But during that whole time, they would not give up their lives. Why not? No. Why they would not give up their lives? Why do you think? CG?
I guess that they know that Krishna lives within them.
That is there. And Krishna, he told them that when he finally met them. But they said, don't tell us this. We don't want to hear that. Why you did not come to your personal form? I know you know. Why you did not come? Anybody else? Okay.
Okay, because Krishna was on earth. When he left the earthly abode, or wherever he was in India, when he left, all his devotees died to be with him.
No. He's in Dwarka. He's still there.
Yeah.
He's in Dwarka.
No, I'm saying as long as he was on the planet, they were alive.
As long as he was on the planet, because the same thing is the hope. That even though he had moved thousands and thousands of miles away, they still had hope that he would be there. And in their life, they were always thinking of Krishna. They were performing all the activities, always thinking of Krishna. and they aspire to serve Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan, then those who are able to 24 hours a day remember the pastimes of Krishna with the devotees, with pure heart, with love, then Krishna is saying that this is the highest level. So we're speaking about it. But to actually be on that platform is a completely different level. It's the highest level of devotion service. It's called devotion service in spontaneous love, following the moods of the Brijvasis. So Krishna is saying, this is the best thing, to be like that. But to come to that platform is not easy at all. Very difficult. Very difficult. Now, we may have so many attachments to this world, but the Brijvasis, they have no attachments. And those devotees, they're devotees who are in this world, who are completely free from not even, not even a faint glimpse of speck of attachment. And they're engaged in remembering Krishna. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Their hearts are pure. And with pure hearts, they're able to see into Vrindavan, the land of Krishna. Vishaya Chadiya Kabe Shuddha Habeman. The song, it says that time when I give up, when all material desires are gone from the heart, and Shuddha Habeman, my mind is pure. Vishaya Chadiya Shabe Shuddha Habeman, Kabe Ham Hirabo Shri Vrindavanda. At that time, Vrindavan, the spiritual world, will manifest in my heart. And I'll see Vrindavan in my heart and also in my mind's eye. These devotees, they perform a devotional service like this. 24 hours. For instance, my Diksha Guru, one time I was assisting him. He is now passed on. And it was evening time. We were in London, just outside London, and they asked me to stay with him in his room when he was sleeping at night. He could not walk very well. He had a problem with his leg. He had a stick, and in the middle of the night, he would get up and he would go to the bathroom. So I had to get up, give my hand like this, and then walk him to the bathroom. So then, when he was sleeping, the whole night it was Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. And the whole night he was just chanting and he was in the spiritual world. So I could understand that when he's awake, he's also in the spiritual world, but he's controlling it because externally he has to deal with so many people. But when he's sleeping, he can't control it, so he's fully, he's there, like that. Also, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj, he had to go for operation, and then they gave him anesthetic to put him out, so to do the operation. But during the whole operation, he was chanting, Jayati te dikam, Janmana Vraja, Shrayata Indira, Shaspadatrahi, Daita Drisyatam, Dikshutavaka. He was chanting verses from the 10th canto, which I'm reading from now. And went through the whole operation. The doctor was amazed. He said that I'm the doctor performing operation on you, but I see spiritually that you're the doctor, Sadhu Vaidya, and I'm the patient. Please accept me as your disciple. And he took initiation.
Oh, Haribo.
So, This is who Krishna is describing here. Those devotees who are in this world, but they have this spontaneous attraction, affection from the core of their hearts. And they're always with Krishna in any situation. So one who has that treasure of divine love, then if there are problems in this material world, will it affect them?
No.
No, it won't affect them at all. So Krishna says, this is the goal. Hare Krishna Prabhu. That this is the goal. He said, but if you cannot do that, he gives an option. He said, then just fix your mind upon me. This is 12th chapter, 8th verse. Fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me, thus you live in me, always without a doubt. Now this is what I just explained. He said, but if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, which I just explained, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, and this way develop a desire to attain me. If you're not on that platform, and that platform is very high, this is our goal. He said, then you go step by step. You follow the rules and regulations which are meant to bring us to that point of transcendental pure love. Means that the first thing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here in yellow, he is Krishna, who has come in this age, the age of Kali Yuga, and he says, Prabhu kahe kahilam e maha mantra. Iha japa giya shabe koriba nibanda. He said, Prabhu kahe kahilam. He said that everybody take shelter of the holy names. Because in this age of Kali, the most expedient way of advancing spiritually is by chanting the names of God. In the Bible, it says, from the rising of the sun to the setting of the sun, the names of the Lord should be glorified. In Quran, it says, Bismillah, glorify Allah.
Hallowed be thy name.
And
Hallowed be thy
in
name.
the Bismillah,
No,
in the Bible,
yeah, Jesus
our
also
Father who
said,
art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed
Thy
be
will
thy
be
name.
done on earth as it is in heaven. So, in all scriptures, it is there. And in the Vedas it says, Harinam, Harinam, Harinam eva kevalam, kalo nasteva, 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 gatya anyata. That one should take shelter of chanting the holy names of the Lord. So this is the main principle, to take shelter of the holy names. Now you do congregational chanting, just like we went out on the streets the other day, was it Friday? And we're chanting, or even we're here in the temple, and just before class, we're chanting the names congregationally. So when many people are coming together, then the effect of that congregational chanting is multiplied. And not only do we get the benefit of it, but by that loud chanting, then it goes in the atmosphere, in the ether, and it spreads. And even people who are not hearing, they get the effects of the sound vibration of the chanting of the holy names. And those people are getting, but not only those people are getting, but even animals, the grass, they're all getting the benefit. One time, I was in Nigeria with one chief, and then he asked, why is it that I'm in this position as a chief? That my wife says, you don't have to be, you put yourself in this with all this headache. And he said, I say, it's my destiny. I couldn't avoid this. So then he asked, why is it like this? So then, Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, when I asked him the question, he said that when somebody who is pure is chanting the holy names of the Lord, then the potency of the holy names, it enters into not only the ears of people who are hearing, but even those who are not hearing, it enters into the ears, even the animals and the plants. And then when those plants, by the power of the holy name, come to the human form, then in that human form, they'll have the opportunity to make that independent choice that, oh, I want to take to bhakti. So this is the potency of chanting. That we're not only affecting ourselves, but we're affecting even lower species of lives. That it will bring them up to the point and they will inquire about liberation. Who am I? Why am I in this world? What is the purpose of my life? That all these questions are not coming just by chance, but they're coming because one has come in contact with spiritual sound vibration or spiritual substance. So, Shri Radharaman Ju. So the first thing in Retta principles is to chant. So that's congregational chanting. It's affecting all levels of hearers. But then there's also chanting with beads. This is called japa. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Prabhu kohe kohilam eha mahamantra iha japa, that we should do japa. 108 beads. Those of you who were here Friday, you know, you have the 108 beads, and you chant starting from the big bead, not this one, Radha Krishna bead, but this bead, and you chant all the way around, and then you come back, and then you go around. And then this is silent meditation. And this is very, very important. When did we do that class? Thursday, maybe? Tuesday, okay. So, this is silent meditation that one does by oneself. When we say not silent because it's mantra meditation. Because silent meditation, where one is not chanting any mantra, this is also good. But mantra meditation, it has the effect that it very, very powerfully enters into the heart, and it's explained, Cheto Dharpana Marjanam, comes and it cleanses the heart. And the chanting this is another form of divinity, another form of God in His holy names. So Krishna, He's coming, and He has a broom, and He's coming into your heart, and said, oh, she's chanting my name, let me cleanse. And He's coming and He's brooming, He's sweeping the heart and cleansing. When you do just silent meditating by the ocean, and just meditating on the void, then you don't get that potency like what you get from mantra meditation. Yeah.
But isn't it then the second coming? Because when she said that Krishna lives within me, you know, this is God.
Yeah.
The divine consciousness lives within
Yes.
me. So it's the second coming. So you understand? So
He's
I
not
don't-
coming, he's already there.
that's it.
Yeah. No,
It's
what she said is true, but the gopis are thinking, the Brijvasis are thinking, that we don't want you to come like that. We want you to come where we can see you, where we can talk with you, we can play with you, we can joke with you, we can smack you. Huh? We want you like that.
I do it.
Huh?
You know, the God inside of me is so mischievous. And we play a lot.
So now Krishna is saying that we should do regular mantra meditation on a regular basis, a daily basis.
Yeah.
That whether you chant 1 round, 2 rounds, 4 rounds, what have you. And the names are none different from Krishna himself. And when you chant the names, especially after hearing it from a pure source, when we hear the holy names from a pure source, then the potency coming from that pure devotee, the pure devotees I was describing before, that potency which is coming from them, when it enters into our ears and then into our heart, then we have more potency ourselves to chant in a way which will, with love, to chant with love, to chant with affection, like this. Then we become attached to the holy names. And then we chant maybe 4 rounds a day, then 6 rounds a day, 8 rounds a day. But we should know that because we still have so many material desires in the heart, maybe more, maybe few, that sometimes there will be anarthas, things that will happen to take us away from chanting. But we should have what's called a vrat, a vow. The vow is that every day I will do these manavras, whether I feel good or I don't feel good. Because the material energy sometimes will take the mind away. Okay, you can go here and do this activity, go here and do that activity. But Krishna is saying that we should be regulated in doing it. It's just like anybody who wants success, whether it's in an art, music, anything, then they have to put the work in.
Yes.
So in the same way, even more so, in the path of spiritual life, then one has to put in that work, that practice. This is called sadhana bhakti. So Krishna is saying that if you're not on that spontaneous platform where there's pure love, then at least every day do some regulative practice. Means chant at least even one round a day. Start. Just one round a day. We have 24 hours in the day, right? Now, if we give 10, 15 minutes of our exclusive attention to Krishna through calling out his names, is that okay?
Yes.
And then we increase a bit, and then increase a bit. And we know that this is our sacred time, that we don't compromise with this sacred time. There may be emergencies where we don't get to chant, but that should be the exception and not the rule. But the rule of regulative principles is that you chant. This is the main thing. This is the main thing. Then you have other aspects which are there. That one is you chant, you remember Krishna. And how do you chant? Ainanda tanuja kinkaram, patitam man vishame babamudo, kripaya tabapada pankaja stita dulisa sham vichintaya. That, O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, O Krishna, I am your child. Ainanda tanuja kinkaram. And patita, I've fallen in this ocean of Miami, of material existence. Huh? I like Miami, but Miami has Maya. Maya means illusion. The illusion of enjoyment and
Can I
be
ask a
happy.
question?
Yeah.
And I probably know the answer, but when you're doing the japa, does it have to be the Hare Krishna?
You have different mantras.
Yes, then that was what I was thinking about.
Shamrani Didi Ki. Okay, I'm going to have to wind up this class here. We have to wind up. But yeah, you can. They're different mantras.
And then I would find out, like in mantras, just look it up.
The different mantras.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the best is gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Very,
you
very
for
good.
everything.
Very good.
So I could do something like that. Thank you, Krishna, for make you happy.
Yeah. Sure. But this mantra, Hare Krishna mantra, is called the Maha Mantra. It's called the Great Mantra. So other mantras are there, and even like gratitude, because we may be chanting, but if we chant with gratitude, then how much more powerful is that? Right? How much more powerful is that? So we can take help of other aspects, but that core, that Maha Mantra, this is which is being given by great souls as the process by which we can achieve perfection. So you can do different things, other mantras may be there, but the Maha Mantra, you keep this as the core. You don't give up the Maha Mantra. Then you find out that this Maha Mantra is your mother. Maha Mantra is your father.
Doesn't make sense to go off the grid.
Maha Mantra is your best friend. Maha Mantra is the all in all.
That's
Especially when times are tough.
Yeah.
Then you take shelter of Maha Mantra, and Maha Mantra just opens up everything for you. Reveals everything for you. Because Maha Mantra is not different from Krishna. You see?
The same.
So then there's some other things we do, like we don't take meat, fish, eggs, gamble, like this. This is part of relative principles. But first, you chant, you take shelter of the mantra. And then these other aspects, then they will follow. Naturally, they will follow. And then, as one goes on that path, then you see that the material things and problems, unwanted things, that they'll start to just come off. Why? Because this mantra is Cheto Dapana Marjanam. It's washing, very, very powerful cleanser, which is cleansing the heart. And when the heart ultimately becomes pure, then we come like Shamrani Didi Kijai. This is our goal. This is our goal. She's not looking left or right. Me, I look, I say, okay, so when are the Knicks gonna play the Spurs? See, y'all are not in my mind, I'm in mine.
You have a question?
Wait, because my time is up. So, next.
We have
So-
to change the plates first, we have a few minutes.
I have a few minutes? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
come
an
to you.
illusion.
I'm gonna come to you. So, Jai Shri Radha Raman Ji Jai. So then, Krishna says we should do the relative principles. We should take shelter of chanting the mantra. And with chanting the mantra, then gradually we start to add some different rules and regulations which help to give more strength to the mantra. You see? The mantra is strong, but we're not accessing it. So now to access it, then you give up eating meat.
Exactly.
You don't need, because meat is food for some people. I'm not saying, but it's a passion.
Yeah.
But we want to bring our consciousness up because we want to offer ourselves to Krishna. So we don't want to offer our consciousness, which is so much with mode of ignorance and passion. But we want to offer consciousness, which is really of pure goodness. So we give up meat, fish, eggs. And gambling. You just see, it's become so commonplace in society now. You give up gambling. And these four things, they're linked. That from meat eating comes what? The four.
Seems
Lack of compassion,
Lack of compassion. And then gambling,
truthfulness,
truthfulness. Intoxication,
austerity,
austerity. And illicit sex,
cleanliness.
cleanliness. So cleanliness, austerity, truthfulness, compassion, these are all qualities that help with the chanting and help that they come automatically with somebody who's coming to the pure platform. So when we engage in these different activities of meat eating, gambling, intoxication, then we're losing these qualities. Imperceptibly or even perceptibly, we're losing. So we give them up. We give up meat eating because we want to have that compassionate heart of a devotee. We give up gambling because we want to be really truthful. What is the truth? Jivera Surupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. I'm a servant. I'm a servant of God. So gradually we give these things up. Or if you're feeling inspired, say today, I give up. And if you can't do it today, then say, okay, gradually I'll give up. A little bit at a time. Gambling is not so difficult to give up, right? For most people.
gambling is scarcity.
Huh?
And when you are with Krishna, there is no scarcity.
Yeah.
Aren't
Exactly.
these 4 principles?
Exactly.
Compassion, truthfulness, and whatnot.
Compassion, truthfulness, austerity.
4 virtues dharma of religion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now, let me go on. Says, if you cannot practice, so if you cannot practice the if you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, which we just discussed, then just try to work for me, because by working for me, you'll come to the perfect stage. So we may not be at the level that we can chant every day and follow the 4 regulative principles, but if we can follow the 4 regulative principles, at least try and chant every day. And then that will bring everything up. But if we're not able to do this properly, then it says, then just work for me. Means that you come to the temple and you do some service. That energy that we have, which is being utilized in so many different ways. So now we come and we bring this energy and we bring it towards Krishna. And then being in the atmosphere of the temple, and you're very lucky. You're very lucky to have this place here in Miami. Because not only in America, in the world, it's difficult to find somewhere like this place.
England.
Actually, you have to go to India. And even in India, difficult to find a place like this. So you come here and you do work. But actually, Krishna is doing the work on your heart. And just bringing rays of love. Love and affection are coming. So it looks like if you're doing something, but actually Krishna is doing everything. And bringing love and affection. And as that love and affection, it accumulates, then automatically you start chanting. And you say, oh, I used to do these things before. And automatically you give them up. Without even thinking. Spontaneously, you give them up. So you have a very, 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 very fortunate to be here. I have a place. I was even going to show something, but not going to happen. I have a place that I'm trying to develop in a small country in Africa, Benin Republic, West Africa. And my goal is like, this is my model. Yeah. I'm looking here. Yeah, this is the model. How's she doing?
This is your tribe.
This is my tribe. But that tribe over there, they give me so much headache. And I said, okay, just be like Shamrani, be tough. They call, they're WhatsApping me. Oh my God. So, said, now, but if that is difficult somehow, because maybe the family, they say, hey, what are you doing going to those Hare Krishnas? Huh? You don't go near those Hare Krishnas, or else I will not give you any money, I will not maintain, blah, blah, blah. Like this. So it says, if, however, you're unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to give up results of your work and try to be self-situated. Said, so at least don't be so attached to the material things that you have. Don't be so attached. And try and here he's saying, Krishna is saying, that you may find some other place where it is your family will not be so much against, and giving charity. Do something. Here, let me see what Srila Prabhupada says. It says, if one attaches himself directly to the activities of Krishna consciousness, there may be objections from family members or so many other difficulties. For one who has such a problem, it is advised that he sacrifice the accumulated result of his activities to some good cause. Such procedures are described in Vedic rules. There are many descriptions of sacrifices of special functions of punya, or special work, in which the result of one's previous action may be applied. Thus one may gradually become elevated to the state of knowledge. So that that is given there. But generally speaking, in society today, that if it's difficult to come to the temple and do service in the temple, then you have your job, and then with that income that you have, then you give some percentage towards the temple. And in this way, you're giving your energy. It's like you're not right in the temple, but at the same time, your heart is that money that you've earned. And then you say, I'm giving this to the temple. Srila Rupa Goswami, he gave the ideal behavior in that he had his earnings. He was very, very wealthy. And then he gave, what, 50%?
25, and then, well, 50% to what?
50%
to charity.
Huh?
50% to charity, 25% to our relatives, and 25% for personal services.
25% for emergencies, 25% for relatives, and then 50% he gave to Krishna, like this. So that's a big percentage. So you may not be able to do that, but something you give. And then gradually, those people who are blocking, they will become purified in their hearts. They don't know. But that money, if that money is coming from them, and somehow you're giving that money without their knowing, then they're getting the benefit, and they're becoming so much purified.
Maharaj, can you tell the story of the devotee who chanted Radhe Radhe, and in Vrindavan he went door to door, and there was a lady who was cleaning her floor with a dirty, filthy, oily, stinky rag and cow dung. You know that one?
I don't know very well. Please tell me. My brain has got to brain.
Your brain is great. I wish I had that. It's in the Harmony book,
Okay.
and the title of it is called Rags,
Okay.
if you wanted to find that. So, Gurudev said this is a devotee chanting Radhe 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 and going door to door in Vrindavan. And one house, this is just to support what you just said, there's one house where the lady, some crotchety lady, and she was cleaning her floor with cow dung with an oily, smelly, old torn rag. And so she didn't like the fact that he was coming and begging. Of course, devotees beg not for themselves, but for the people's benefit, like you said. So she said, get out of here. Don't come back. And then, of course, he came back the next day. She said, if you come back one more time, I'm going to break your back with my stick. So, of course, he came back the next day. And she was so upset that she threw that dirty, oily, stinky, torn rag at him. And he very happily took it and cleaned it very, very well in the Jamuna. And then now it was spotless. And then somebody else had given him ghee. So he made ghee wicks, and he did arti, the ceremony of offering articles to Thakurji. And then he came back the next day, and she said, oh, welcome, have a chapati. So like you said, by giving, consciously or unconsciously, you're getting purified.
So, took the rag, cleaned the rag, and then
Tore it up.
tore it up and made ghee wicks.
Make ghee
Made
wicks.
ghee wicks with the rag. Yeah, I remember the story. So, then Krishna, he says, if you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Saying that those who study to understand that I'm not this body, that I'm spirit soul, then at least this cultivation will detach you and qualify one. He says, better than knowledge, however, is meditation. And better than meditation is the renunciation of the fruits, which we just talked about. For by such renunciation, then one can attain peace. Because by attachment to the fruits, then the mind becomes very, very disturbed. And one who's free from material desires, then the mind is peaceful. So it says, one, now it's describing the person who has achieved that stage of pure love. One who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities. Means that that person who has a relationship with Krishna, then they know that Krishna is the friend of all. Krishna is the father of all. So then they see everybody as part of the family, not separate, as brother and sister. One who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities. Who does not think himself a proprietor. Understand that I'm not the proprietor. Krishna, he spoke in Bhagavad Gita the peace formula. Bhoktaram yagatapasham, sarvaloka maheshwaram, suridam, sarvabhutanam, gyapamam, shantam richati. Here.
You're looking for 529?
529. A person who is in full consciousness of me, who knows me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, means that ultimately everything that we're doing is really for the pleasure of God, either directly or indirectly. Directly we know and we're doing it for the pleasure of the Supreme, or indirectly we don't know, but we're doing it for but everything is a part of God. Nothing is separate from God. So indirectly it's still for God, but we don't know. A person in full consciousness of me, knowing me to be the ultimate beneficiary of all sacrifices and austerities, the Supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, the benefactor and well-wishing friend of all living entities, attains peace. So when we have that relationship with Krishna as our benefactor, our well-wisher, our friend, then that person has peace. But when we create a separateness, then there's anxiety, then there's stress. One who's equal in both happiness and distress means that that person who does not have material desires. In happiness and distress of this material world, it does not disturb them because they have their relationship with Krishna, and that is the real thing. So we may speak that, but to come to that platform, then we have to do that work of doing the regulative principles, that hard work. It's called the regulative principles that brings one to the point of freedom. One who's tolerant. Our Gurudev said that we should always remember one verse. What's that verse? That verse also. Tate nukampam shushamik shamano. Bujani batma pitam vipakam. Riba bakubir vidadam namaste. Jiveta yumukti. Pade sadayavak. That tate nukampam, one who wants real love. Tate nukampam. Anukampam, tate anukampam. Shushamiksha. Shamikshamano means that we desire. Shu means we really, really want it. And what we want the mercy of the Lord. We want His grace. Tate nukampam, Shushamiksha. Bujana, very important. Bujan. What's the meaning of bujan? Tolerate. Means that we should tolerate all the problems that are coming in the world. Tate nukampam, Shushamiksha mano bujana eva. Eva means certainly we should tolerate. Doesn't just say tolerate. Certainly. And certainly that who has done the problems that are coming to us, who's the cause?
Ourselves.
We are. Eva, certainly it is coming from the Atma, from the self. And if we tolerate and we engage in our devotion service, especially Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, and we engage in service, even if not living in the temple, but still we have the temple in our heart, and then we come and we physically come and do service, or from apart, from away, we're still doing service. That person who's doing service through thick and through thin, and Krishna says that Rigi with the heart, with the words, and with the body, then to get to mukti, mukti padeni, that liberation, the ultimate issue is love of God, that this is in your hand. It is in your hand. You've got it. So very, very important. Tolerate. But tolerate with the right move. Tolerate for the pleasure of Krishna and Guru. So, let me finish. One who's always satisfied, that we work. And in Miami, I guess you have to work pretty hard, right? Not you. But you have in the past.
I had.
You have.